Tonight, there are mandatory evacuation orders in coastal areas of the Carolinas and Virginia.
And many residents have already left. CBS 2's Jessica Layton has more.
In the Carolinas, the beaches are bare and the highways have been converted into one-way evacuation routes away from the coast as politicians plead with those in the storm's path to get out.
It is an extremely dangerous, life-threatening, historic hurricane.
God spare us. Spare Myrtle Beach, spare everybody who's in line with this.
Nearly 1.5 million people are under a mandatory evacuation order over fears that Florence could create a life-threatening 12-foot storm surge, fierce winds, and rain that could last for days.
I've been here for 20 years. I moved down from New York, and we've stayed for every storm, and this is a scary one.
With states of emergency in North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, and Maryland, inland shelters are expected to fill up fast.
This is something that we haven't seen in our lifetime here.
Residents who live on this potential collision course spent Tuesday stocking up on supplies.
We went and got a generator, and we got plenty of water.
And stuffing their packed suitcases into SUVs, unsure of when they'll be able to return.
It looks very ominous. Safety first.
President Trump says the federal government is sparing no expense in getting ready to respond.
We have tremendous trucking systems. We have food systems. We have a lot of contractors waiting. This is going to be a storm that's going to be a very large one, far larger than we've seen in perhaps decades.
And while discussing Hurricane Florence today, the director for the National Hurricane Center said, "This one really scares me." More than a dozen volunteers from the Red Cross in New Jersey are already en route to help with that response.